All right, we all create what are called mental models. Have you guys heard that term before?
Yeah.
All right, essentially, we have specific ideas and expectations about the way something is supposed to work. From first glance. Okay? When I look at this speakerphone in front of me, the computer, this remote in my hand, I have an automatic idea about how I'm supposed to use this. Okay? Before I've even used it. Why? Because at this point I've used hundreds of other things and there are similarities. Right? Mental models are formed by my experiences with other things. Right? One of the things I hear a lot when I talk to teams and organizations about what people experience on quote-unquote public websites or apps or business consumer software, and they say, well, that doesn't have anything to do with us because we're business to business. It has everything to do with you because the people who are using your products are human beings, and human beings do create mental models. All right? We take everything that we use and we form expectations automatically. When we have an idea about how something works and we get there and it works contrary to what we expected, that's when we have problems. Okay? So the mental model I have about a particular app or piece of software or task is either going to make it easy or hard to use what you've given me. In a lot of cases, with process where an online process has been adapted from what used to be a manual paper process, there's a lot of bumps in those roads. And the reason there are a lot of bumps in those roads are because people are very attached to the paper. They're very attached to the language that's there, the terminology, the steps, no matter how convoluted they may be. That's where their heads are at. That's where their expectation is. So it's often jarring, even if the online process is infinitely simpler, people sort of still get stuck. Well, where's this? Or where do I enter this information? And they may be looking for a specific data type. They may be looking for a label, a particular piece of terminology, whatever it may be. But those disconnects between what our mental model of something is and what we get are very important to pay attention to. So metaphors become very helpful to us. Okay? And again, in particular, when you're going from a physical process to an electronic process.